Hi, my name is Chris Saunders-Stowe and welcome to Wheelspin. We're going to take you through two different workouts. The first one is an endurance training workout where you work at a steady pace, and incorporated into that will be some sprinting. We'll do that over a different time scale throughout the program, so you'll be bringing your heart rate up and down. The second workout is a mixture of different moves which will help improve your pushing techniques. It'll also give you a good cardio workout, but it'll teach you a little bit more on how to use your chair from a pushing technique side. As you can see, we're doing this class on roller units. You don't need a roller unit to perform the class. You won't get the resistance and the feel of movement that you're getting with the roller unit, but you will still get a workout. So the moves we're going to do, if you simulate the pushing of your chair, will give you the same effect that we're getting on the rollers. So when you push through, if you imagine you're grabbing your wheels and pushing, again, when we do an alternate move, you can still use your core movement. And throughout this whole workout, if you imagine you're on that chair pushing, you can still do this class. The only thing to bear in mind when you're simulating this is the brakes. According to what type of brake mechanism you have on your chair, it depends where your brakes sit. Now in this chair, where they protrude across the front of the wheel, it's very easy to bash your fingers on your brakes. So if you're static and you can manage to do it without, take your brakes off so you've got that clearance to push down. However, you will find your chair will start to twist and you'll be trying to counteract that throughout the workout. So where possible, have your brakes on and be aware of it. The other thing to consider as well is whether or not you wear gloves. To me personally, I prefer to wear gloves on a workout. I wouldn't go out running on a street without putting shoes on. And that's to protect your feet as it should be to protect your hands. Now, some people who are fully accustomed to pushing without gloves will have tougher skin on the hands, and so you don't need them. But there's no reason why you shouldn't consider wearing gloves to protect your fingers, especially when you're working at speed, because you don't want to get them caught within your spokes or rip a nail during your actual workout. So the choice is yours. There's no right or wrong way, but it's whatever you are comfortable with. Throughout the workout, we need to focus first of all on our posture. So according to your own physical abilities and how you sit in your chair, you want to keep yourself in a nice upright posture. You want to pull the tummy in tight where it's possible, and you also want to keep the shoulders back and relaxed. Now, as I've already said, your disability and your abilities will affect how you use your chair. So keep to what is comfortable for yourself, but focus on trying to always improve your technique and your posture throughout. The first part of our correct pushing technique is how we use the wheel and how we view it. And the easiest way to look at a wheel is as the face of a clock. So at the very top of the wheel is 12 o'clock. At the side we've got 3 o'clock. At the bottom we've got 6, and at the back we've got 9. A normal standard push, we're working roughly from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And that's the range that we're pushing into as a steady standard push. Now, if we want to lengthen that push and come down more towards 4 o'clock, we're pulling our tummy in tight, we're keeping our back straight, and we're leaning forward. Now, this does give us more power, but it also means we're incorporating our back, which not everybody can do. So bear that in mind when it comes to your stability as you're performing a longer push. The other thing why we're doing this is to focus on the wrists. And we want to try and keep our wrists as straight as we can to reduce the risk of injury. The more you angle your wrists like this, the more you're going to cause problems long term. So aim to push that force all the way down in that nice straight wrist. Now you can also pull from towards the back. So this is where we come back to sort of 9 or 10 o'clock. And we use the fingers to pull up on our actual rims. We pull up with the shoulders and then we push down forwards. And this makes a really long, intense move. And this is something we'll use a little bit more of in the second workout. Now another push we'll do is an alternate push. And this is where we take one hand each time. Now again, you can vary the intensity of this move. You're either just pushing with your hands and your arms, and you're keeping your torso nice and taut, or you can start to get a little bit of rotation in that move, which gives you that extra force and that extra push. Okay? Now again, you can bring this down into a longer push, but you've got to bear in mind you're changing the stability of your chair. So be careful of your stability throughout the whole of the workout.